This is the Orderflows trade review for Friday, February 26, 2016. My name is Michael Baltos. I'm the founder of Orderflows.com. The trades that you see here were taken this morning on Friday, February 26. These are just very quick trades in and out within a minute or two. One was in the bonds on a 1-minute chart. The other one was in the E-minis on a 5-range chart. Before I begin, let me just go over a quick disclaimer. This presentation is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered a solicitation to buy or sell a futures contract or make any other type of investment decision. Futures trading contains substantial risk and is not for every investor. An investor could potentially lose all or more than the initial investment. Risk capital is money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security or lifestyle. Only risk capital should be used for trading, and only those with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rules 4.41 state hypothetical simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since trades have been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Okay, so this was the trade I took in the bonds this morning. I was just looking for a quick scalp ahead of the cash open of the equities. It was about 8:27, 8:28 in the morning. I had noticed we're hanging around our lows here. This is the low, the red line, and putting in some divergences, so we're getting positive deltas off the low. But there really wasn't anything to go on. You do have a ratio here, but every time you hit these divergences, there was no ratio. You know, it's a 1-minute chart, so it's very fast. So oftentimes it's kind of tricky to get a divergence with the ratio that you like. I got long at 18 because I was looking at this, and we're moving away from the low. Okay, so we had 2 divergences, and we do have 1 ratio here, but that's that's not much to really talk about. But what I saw here is you have a divergent buying imbalance, buying imbalance, buying imbalance. Basically, I have 3 buying imbalances. Now, we talk about stacked imbalances when you're seeing imbalances of 3 or more. This is a 1-minute chart, so it's moving pretty quick, and sometimes the bars are going to be split up in 2. But if I could get, this is basically a stacked imbalance. It's just not optically there in terms of being one right on top of the other, 3 in a row. We have 2 in a row here, but in the previous bar you still have that 1. So it is telling me that there was buying interest at 15, 16, 17 level. I got long at 18. Really I was thinking of 17. I probably could have got in at 17, but nevertheless, 18s were trading and they started going. I think at the time I pulled the trigger, there was about 24 left. Of course, after I bought it, it went 17 offered. But nevertheless, the trade, I tried to get a quick couple of ticks out of it, and I threw in an offer at 20, and we traded up there within 2 minutes. I figured I want to be positioned in a certain direction ahead of the cash open, and because I felt that the S&Ps were going to jump around a bit on the open, which they did. And with that volatility, I think the bonds could probably, get an extra couple, move a couple ticks in my favor. So, I said there's a really quick one, it's about $300. Okay, the second trade I took is just during the cash open in the S&Ps. Normally, I very rarely trade around the cash open in the S&Ps, but sometimes you see something and it's just too enticing to pass up. And what I saw was, real quick, I have I have single print, single print, single print. I have 3 in a row. I have the green candle going in the opposite direction. And I was really hesitant, to do it because it's the cash open, and I know the market's going to whip around. I said I very rarely trade within the first 5 minutes of the cash session, but it's just really coming in really nice. And then, I get this indication here with a small print, indicating that the there was no lack of follow through in taking the market any higher. I did have a different signal here in terms of other market analysis, but what I was looking at was what I call the three in a row. You get the green candle, and then a red candle should come in and turn lower. And I said I can't remember the last time I took a trade on cash open. I took that bond trade just ahead of the cash open, looking for the extra little volatility during the cash open to sort of move the bonds a bit. But very rarely do I take a cash opening trade, just because I know during the cash open there's gonna be a bit of volatility and the market's gonna jump around a bit. So but this is the setup right here that I like. And when I saw this ratio here, I said normally I don't get a ratio, and normally I just get the three in a row, the green bar, and just a normal red bar. But this is what prompted me to take the trade and get short at I got short at 60.50. Initially I was trying for down to 58.5, 2 ticks, but we started trading around this 59 3/4, 60 level a bit, and I said I sort of had to catch myself and said, hey, I'm in a position on the cash open. Even though the setup is there, I'll just take a small profit. Just take a tick. So it did go to my target level there at 58.5. But I said, normally I don't trade during the cash session. To me, this felt like just I'll say a free trade, but a trade that is just there for the taking. As I said, it's just I'll say a freebie, but it's just a trade that I saw set up. It's normally a time that I'm not interested in trading, but the fact that I had another ratio here really prompted me to just say, hey, go for it. I said if it was just going to be the three in a row with the green candle and a red candle, I probably wouldn't have taken it. But when I saw this, it really just, when I saw this bar here at 831, it just really told me to go ahead and pull the trigger. Just try and get a little something early on in the day. So those are the two trades this morning at just around the cash open. It's early Friday, so we'll see if there's going to be anything else in the day or not. Thank you.